of the money that SK Gaming, if they decided to cash in, like, last week, they will, Haem No Idea, if they win, will take half of that money and be declared the king, and will be, they'll be in the position where it'll assume that they won half of the same amount of weeks that SK has. So they've won, 6 weeks in a row? No.
7.
Yes, 6, 7. All right, so they've won 7 weeks in a row. They'll take half of SK Gaming's winnings, and they'll be, assumed as they've won 4 weeks in a row. So that means they have even more money after that, if I do remember the rules correctly when we made them, many months ago. But regardless, many moons ago, and way off in a far, far land of the Theorycraft world of the BLG admins. But guys, this is it. Get the cooldown timer on this Grand Finals. Observer bug right here. Can't control that. They will fix that next patch. But this is SK Gaming on the cold team. Haem No Idea on the warm side. We got Pendrum playing that nasty Ranid. Delayed going with that Seeker. So well played. And Peta going up against Chipsign. Peta is actually going to be playing an Alchemist, one of the better ones out there, and we are going to have to see how this one goes, and the flow of time will only tell, as Delayed is going to be the one comboed on. Illusion goes out, and he's going to get an Immolation and a Fire Arrow off on a Chipsign, going to be knocking him back way out of the fight, so Rex and Chipsign do not have any kind of heals. EX Ice Arrow, that's keeping Chipsign out even more. Here's the time for pressure. Jackasm is going to get slept, Deadly Injection is going to come out, and look at that, Rex not able to get heals for so long, getting down so low, but Peta could be dying to the Runic Infusion. He could be one more hit from Jackasm, cannot get the goo out, and he is gonna go down. So Pendrum and Delayed, the only ones left alive, not able to get that goo support, that ultimate from Peta, and that could have been very huge. I would have liked to maybe have seen Instant Injection in that desperate situation right there. Would have reduced the damage from the inhibitor when he was doing that Runic Confusion, as well as done significant damage to him. So, a little bit of a misplay, and, using EXs versus ultimates, always a deciding factor. Chipsign loves to use Instant Injection for that reason, able to get that burst damage and reduce the damage and healing of the person it hits by 50%. Absolutely monstrous debuff.
497 healing coming out there for Chip Scion in that first round with a top damage from Delayed. So right now, SK Gaming up 1-0 in their maps. In the rounds. Sorry, not the maps, the rounds. This is the rounds. Up 1-0 over Haem No Idea. So we do got big damage going down right now. Already a lot of temporary hit points sitting onto Chip Cyan, but Delayed is getting comboed down between both Jackasm and Rex. Out goes the goo. He gets out of that like the skin of his teeth. It's not looking very good for him right now. He does not have any heals coming out because we did have an incapacitate there onto Peta. Boom! He goes down in a big splotchy blood mass as Peta is going to get comboed as well here from Jackasm as Rex. Pendrum trying to keep Rex at bay. Going to jump over here as well to Jackasm. It's not looking good for Peta at all, and now it's going to be Pendrum 1 versus 3. He's a very, very good Ranid, but he's not going to be that good up against the world's #1 team 1 versus 3, and that's going to be a cold team victory. 2-0 now for SK.
Yeah, I mean, Pendrum doing the damage, Delayed not so much. He definitely got bursted on. I mean, you saw that Jackasm was focusing him. Jackasm actually every time, I think he's got Delayed figured out a teeny bit, and actually most Seekers do this. They try and multi-shot whenever a Spearmaster or a melee is close, and he just conjure that every time, and it's just like, oh, well, I'm just going to keep the pressure on you. Okay, yeah, no problem. And Delayed right now, just going to have to change up targets, try and see what he can do otherwise, as Pendrum is going to be taking the brunt of the force. Going to be switching on to Chipsign, make sure those heals don't come out. Delayed, going to be comboed on, and that's an ultimate from Jackasm, going to be taking him down to about 20% HP, but it looks like Jackasm's off in the corner. I'm starting to get some hiccups. Chipsign going to be off in the background, as it looks like Peta might be in a desperate spot. He throws the goo down. Jackasm is still just going to combo onto him, and Chipsign also throwing the goo out, and that's going to help get the kill. And look at this. This SK Gaming team must have figured out something from the time that they played them in the winner's bracket, and are definitely not allowing them any chance whatsoever to come back in these grand finals.
Well, as you did say, they are controlling Delayed very well, and we did just come from a game series where we did have a very strong Seeker being played against him with Donors by Heart. Just going to get GS the King in here as he somehow keeps getting out. But yeah, right now they have a lot of experience up against those Seekers. And Delayed, this is the first time I've seen Delayed on that Seeker. He's usually on that Stalker combo with the Ranid, with Pandrum on that Ranid. So I don't know. Maybe it's just been all figured out. I mean, these guys are smart players. They know all the theories. They know all the combos. And now they're starting to get down to predictions of these Seekers. So maybe Seeker is not the class to play here for this very important game matchup.
Yeah. I don't know. He just needs better control. A lot of things that Seeker does are very spammy. He needs to rely on his M1 to allow for double casts on things. And,
there we go. Stalker
Delayed.
Yeah,
Delayed going with the Stalker instead of the Seeker. So we're gonna see this. And he is going back to his usual Bloodline, the Stalker, because that double melee pressure is very crucial to obtaining, the kind of success that they have had. And hopefully they will, bring out what they did up in the winners brackets. And, Rex even saying no retarded instant trances this time, but it does get you into trouble more often than not if used in a highly dangerous situation. But here we go. We're gonna see how this one goes. And this is gonna be Pandrum. Oh, about to get on to Jackasm. No Kunju's going out though. They're waiting for the right time and using it on the right abilities. And look at that Rex deadly injection right there. But he's just gonna get a Wuju off of Delayed's Black Dart. And Chip Siren's now gonna be feeling the heat a little bit as Delayed is onto him. That's a good target to chase because he can get the deadly injection off of people. But in the meantime, Peta is getting taken down off on the other side of the court. I completely missed all of that. That was Flying Fury right there from, Jackasm as well as Rex doing, so much damage as it looks like maybe something happens right there as it is going to be a 2v2 now. I don't think Pandrum and Delayed can do it, but you never know. This sneaky Ranid always doing such an excellent job of just getting on out of the fight and healing up. But, Rex was waiting. He knew that space was going to come out. And what just happened right there? Pandrum, such a monster. But he's going to be harpooned in the back. Jackasm did have a significant life lead, and you can't just solo Jackasm 1v1 very easy. Might have been possible, but Pandrum, wow. That is how you play Ranid, ladies and gentlemen. I'm giving this the crown to Pandrum, best Ranid ever. Sorry, Blood Champ. I know you're a buddy of mine, but Pandrum is showing us how it's done.
That's what I've been saying right now. Pandrum, #1 Ranid in the world. But yeah, 1 versus 1 against a very full hit point. Spearmaster might have been pushing his abilities even a little bit too far there. But yeah, right now we are going to be heading into this next game. Chip Cyan taking a lot of damage from this mobile melee comp right now with the Stalker on his Q in space. Pandrum going to throw that ultimate right there, and he's going to be jumping around as well. Delayed taking damage. He is in shadow form. He's going to be trying to keep up the pressure onto Chip, but Jack is also not looking so good right now as well because Pandrum does get off a lot of hit points right there. Oh no, we got Jack onto Peta. Could be bad. We do got the Kunju coming out, but somebody died. It was Delayed, and Pandrum now is going to be trying to finish off both Chip and Jack. We do have the Gale come out, and that's going to be not enough to take down Jackasm, unfortunately. So we did have Delayed go down, followed by Peta and Pandrum at SK Gaming saying no thank you sir. They're up 2-0 now on this grand finals map number 1.
Yeah. I'd like to see some more EXs out of Peta. I really would, because instant injection before Jackasm got that barrier, that's 30 damage. That's huge. And that could have really, killed him off, made it a 2v2, and allowed some EX clarity so that Rex can't hit any of his abilities, because it does a blind and Delayed. Oh, spell lock, and I think he has a deadly injection on him as well. No, not going to happen. He is going to get a puncturing strike, go back on in. Delayed going to try and get onto Chip Cyan, who does have a barrier, so it's not going to be effective. And Pandrum is slept, and it looks like Jackasm is going to be rampaging onto Peta as well as Delayed, who are on in the fight and around each other. Peta going to get stuck in the goop, but is he going to survive? One hit. No, he just barely dies to Jackasm, so great job right there. Delayed, 1 hit from death, but he used his EX Stalker's cloak, and Chip Cyan couldn't find him for the deadly injection or the sleep. Couldn't take that pressure off of him because you don't know where those strikes are coming from. And that is gonna be a round for this. Oh my gosh, are you serious? What timing, and what? He found him in the dark. I mean, yeah, it was a good guess, but he just knew, like, right before the camo stun. It's just like, ding, you're slipped, GG. So yeah, it's 1-2. And we do have some life from this Haem No Idea team.
500 healing coming out of Chip Sion, and that's why he's widely regarded as the best healer on the best team. But yeah, right now, I mean, Pandrum and Delay did some great work there, bringing a round to their favor, so they're not going to go quietly into the night. Kunju over to Delayed, however, and Delayed just whiffing that Q of his. He does come out with that Stalker's Cloak, and right now they might want to try collapsing onto Jagasm. He's used everything he can. The Incapacity coming out onto Peta, but we do have Delayed still staying over there. Chip Sion has shown his face over here into the mid. We do got the Venom going down as well as Delayed comes out with his Shadow. He's going to be trying to stay very mobile right now, but Pandrum needs some healing. He definitely needs to get some healing. He's going to stay wisely out of Jackasm's way as he does get that Whirlwind going. Delayed is still going to be trying to do some focusing here, using his mobility to his best regard. Peta going to be throwing out the goo, very defensive, but Jackasm is not going to care. He's just going right in there. Rex is going to finish off Pandrum, and now Jackasm is going to finish off Peta, and that's going to leave us with a very dead Delayed and a lot of laughing coming out of Rex. He picked up 2 of those kills, and it's always very indicative. Okay, who got that kill? Oh, it was Rex. 10 kills that entire matchup for Rex. 2,300 damage. I mean, these guys, they know what they're doing.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, they got 1 round, and I know we got really excited about that. But SK Gaming putting on, again, another great performance right there and locking things up. Chip Sion, MVP. We never talk about it, Chip Sion. The Chip Shark. I know the translation, don't you worry. It's a little bit of knowledge passed to me over the ages. The Chip Shark is a sharpshooter. He keeps sleeping Peta or Delayed or Pandrum whenever they're just like trying to get out of the fight. I mean, in that last map, that last round of the last map, he got so many sleeps off onto Pandrum and Delayed, and then just like comboed with a deadly injection afterwards or an instant injection, and that like screwed him over. Like they like weren't able to just dodge and like get out of a dangerous situation or like get any healing, but then they also took 30 damage and like couldn't return any of the damage on their own because their damage is reduced by 50%. So he just does a really good job always watching for those targets that are on the outside of the fight, sleeping them for the max duration, then putting on the damage to make him feel the hurt even more. So here we go. We're going to get on to this next round, and we are going to be seeing Pandrum trying to jump back in. Delay did switch back onto that Seeker. Let's see how he fares on this map. There are a couple more pillars and things for him to hide behind. Pandrum's using that EX regular lunge very nicely, and just to get some positioning, but Delayed right now not going to have any of that kind of luck, as he did have to get a barrier or else he would have died. Sleep Vial does come out. Rex does have the instant injection, and look at that instant injection from Chip Sion, or I think that might have been a deadly injection, as a Venom Lunge comes out along with a goo, so it could be Chip Sion the one taking a lot of hurt. He does pop. He does have a couple barriers on him though, and he is going to go down. So man, Delayed along with Pandrum putting out that heat, as Jackasm still trying to deal with Peta, and there he goes. He gets the kill right there. Delayed going in, illusion triggered, and he is gonna get on out of there. Pandrum just gonna find himself narrowly escaping, and he is gonna try and heal up with those darts, and Rex looking for that kill for sure. Jackasm in the meantime healing up, and it looks like Rex not gonna get that Wuju. Nice darts to stop Jackasm from healing. That's gonna give Pandrum a little bit of health himself, as it is going to be, oh man, Harpoon almost hit. The AoE from the Venom darts did hit right there, and nice Kunju of the Venom Lunge, or not Venom Lunge, the Frog Leap, I should say, right there at the last second. These 1v1 battles are full of mind games. Tempest, he's going to get into some more damage, and Pandrum going to get that M1 off because it was going to be on cooldown for the last second. So if Pandrum did use that M1 during that Tempest and missed Jackasm, his M1 would have been down, and we would have had no abilities to hurt Jackasm, and he could have potentially died. So great play right there, not just spamming out M1s and hoping for the best, making sure that he was going to hit his target with accuracy and finesse.
Yeah, Pandrum, I mean, we've seen him do this time and time again. When it gets down to the wire, these Ranid classes, very mobile, very hard to predict, and sometimes very hard to hit. But Jackasm learning this firsthand as he goes into Peta, but Pandrum comes back for the defense. Right now we do have Rex and Jackasm trying to do their best here with Peta. Delayed even coming back for a little bit of defense as well. Left Chip Sion alive, but no, it's going to be Peta going down first, and this is not going to be looking very good at all as Pandrum is slowly being chipped away. We do got the Ice Arrow missing from Delayed, and now Jack has been taking a lot of damage onto Delayed. He misses the M1, got to wait for that illusion. Pandrum did go down as well. Chip Cyan, he's just looking very good. 182 damage taken, which weirdly enough was actually not the lowest, but he was not pressured really at all that round.
Yeah, alright. Whew. One thing I would like more is Delayed to come back rather than getting onto Chip, because you have multi-shot, you have Ice Arrow, and then the Fire Arrow is also, pretty good at warding off enemies. And Pandrum can only do some, form of slows, and it's just really not as much like actual control as Delayed could put out. But, right now, the Swarm team, they're just getting out 1v1. Rex is winning his 1v1s against Pandrum when he goes in Delayed. Also getting, bursted down a little bit by Jackasm. And here it is. Rex going to be using, only one hit of the Rune of Confusion does happen. Pandrum going to be using the Venom Lunge, trying to get a little bit of damage, comboed with the Fire Arrow. And Jackasm's going to get that Whirling Madness onto what? What just happened right there? How did they get those kills onto Chip Cyan and Rex? I might need an instant recap of that one, as I thought Pandrum and Pedo were just going to go down. Where did that damage come from? Did you see that FourCourt? Did Delayed come back from the dead and do something, or? Well,
he can't come back from the dead because he didn't die, but yeah, it was a big combo jumping there onto both Rex and Chip. I mean, I think it just came down to a lot of venom coming out of Pandrum, because he is doing a lot of damage when he leaves himself unchecked up against these healer types. I mean, we don't have a lot of outs for the Alchemist, and I know he did use that sleep onto Delayed, which left him very wide open, but look at this, Delayed, again, big damage off the bat here onto Chip. We do leave Peta to the mercy of Jackasm. Rex coming over there as well to help out Chip Cyan. Chip Cyan actually going over to Peta, but the goo coming out with the counter goo. Lots of damage going on to Peta. He can't even move. And no, he goes down. It's not going to be a 2-on-2. It is going to be a 2-on-3, but Pandrum's going to try his best to take out Chip, gets slept, and Delayed going to be taking the brunt of the forces from Jackasm as well as Rex. That's going to leave Pandrum here trying to do his best. It's not going to be enough, and that's going to bring us now to 2-2. Again, monstrous healing coming out of Chip Cyan, but a good amount of damage, 164 coming out of him as well. 101 of that was that crippling glue, the crippling goo. Peta just could not get out of that to save his life.
Oh, yeah, okay, so apparently it was a perfect goo by Peta that one round. I was wondering what was going on. I thought that was Chip's goo, and I got confused. As looks like, here it is, 2-2. And, SK Gaming, if they win this next round, they will reset the set. We are going to have to see how this goes. Jackasm and Rex are on to Peta. Amplify stacks are on him. They could burst for a lot of damage. Tempest comes out, does a little bit more. He's playing Ring Around the Pillar, and that's going to save his life just for the time being. But, Jackasm and Rex comboing in with the end caps. And it looks like Whirling Blade does go through pillars, and oh, man, that is no bueno, senor. As that is going to be the end of days for this set, and it is going to go to SK Gaming. So, like right now, I mean, these players might need to, set up the Ignore Whispers or something. Peta's just saying disturbance. Personally, Rex, look at this. I wouldn't be surprised if he has the most control. Actually, he does not. His incapacitates, though, even though they're small, just incapacitate 1, 2 when he does the EX space, the Woje, and they can go through pillars. His regular Waji cannot, but his Woje, which is when he does that kind of spacing animation twice, his spacebar animation, he teleports around. It does good incap setup for Jackasm. Jackasm can get 2 more hits off because he just incaps Peta twice. Then you got the Whirling Blade follow up. You've got the Spell Lock and the Shuriken coming in at the same time, and that's the humongous combo potential that this SK Gaming team has against a target. In the meantime, Chip Cyan always getting those sleeps onto Delayed when Delayed tried to get onto him, and on Pandrum when Pandrum tried to focus him one time or another. So they've got to change up something, get more crowd control. Not even kidding, if Delayed plays Seekers again, I would just like him to stay back, not even touch Chip. I'd just like him to stay by Peta and to just multi-arrow and ice arrow anybody that gets onto him. It's harder. It's harder to do than it actually theoretically sounds from what I'm talking about. But they need those huge CCs because Alchemist does not have that good mobility that other healers do have. So that's why I'm thinking that might be the only option they have and the only chance for them to win. As it is, 0-0 in the maps. But what I do want to mention is that it is 1-1 in the set. So I'm going to update that at the bottom. 1-1 in the sets, as we are going to get on to this next game, as we have 1337 viewers watching. So GG, FourCourt, take it.
All right, so we are here into the new rounds, guys, as we do have Delayed and Panjam just trying to do their best to lay some damage. Rex is going to be dropping a little bit. Shoutcasting actually looks very untouched at this point, but Chip Cyan has to really deal with the wrath of Panjam, and he has to be feeling very wrathful right now because they have now been forced into this second set. Rex with the big damage coming back out, but we do got the go on to Chip Cyan with Panjam following that up. We did have a good whiff of the ultimate there from Chip Cyan, and that is going to lead to his death right now. But hey, don't discount these guys yet. Rex with that runic barrier trying to do his best to survive, but Panjam could just jump on his head with that frog leap. We do have Jackasm with the ultimate. He is going to chase down Peta, but I'm not too sure it's going to be enough to finish off Panjam. Panjam looking very healthy. Delayed is off in the corner, doing some healing, and Panjam, you know, this is the kind of specializing he really likes to do one-on-one, but he had the huge health advantage there as he's going to take down Jackasm. 549 damage from Jackasm that round. Big TPS numbers coming all around, but big win there for Haem No Idea. They really need this for their mentality.
Yeah, I mean, Peta was extremely low, Delayed extremely low. Delayed threw out an ice arrow that saved Peta from Jackasm. One more spear slash and he would have died, but that team support came on through like I was talking about. Peta was able to survive, get a couple heals out, and they were able to make it in their favor. But right now, Illusion, just using it as a panic maneuver. Delayed just actually going to use a multi-shot arrow. Not going to trigger the Kunju. That's going to give him a little space to breathe, as he is going to double blitz, but it's not going to get him anywhere in position that he needs to. And he is just going to get onto Jackasm. Rex, in the meantime, did go in a little bit too deep. Clarity out, and before he can space away, he does get killed. So good job there by Panjam controlling that aspect, while Chip Cyan and Jackasm were trying to fiddle around with Delayed. And that is going to be 2-0. 2-0 for Haem No Idea. What is this, a complete reversal on, like, game style and gameplay? Because, I mean, I was seeing this kind of performance from SK Gaming just 2 maps ago, or even last map. Holy smokes.
As I said, maybe it's the wrath of the Haem No Idea guys, because they have now been forced into the second set. They had a good advantage, but SK fought back really hard, and now we might just see them go, Super Saiyan on these guys. But right now, Jackass, I'm going to be jumping over here to Peta, sees him in his sight, going to go for Panjam instead. Not going to be triggering that Kunju, but Panjam, notice that Rex is trying to stay between him and Chip right now, but a lot of damage going down as well onto Panjam. Jack is going to be trying to do some big control over onto Delay. The ice arrow going down, not hitting anyone, but Panjam's going to get some heals as well. Peta is feeling very good right now because he's not being hit at all, but Jack has him with the ultimate. He's going to come down. He's going to try to finish off Panjam, but we do have the goo go out on top of Delayed, as well as the ultimate from Jack. And that whirlwind going to be taking out Panjam. That's going to leave Peta, the lone alchemist, going up a 3 versus 1 against SK Gaming. That's not going to fly very far at all as we do go down. Cold team coming back, not going to get 3-0'd in this round, but big control coming out of Jackasm. 72 that round with a lot of Kunju.
The slow from the Harpoon, the slow from the Kunju. And actually, you know what is happening is Delayed. He is playing wiser. He knows when Jackasm is probably going to Kunju, and he's not triggering it as much. He's not allowing Jackasm to get in on behind him after, that counterattack happens. And Jackasm, Fleetfoot's right here. He was expecting the multi-shot arrow. Fleetfoot is down, and I believe Kunju is as well. And so, fire arrow is locked. Delayed has nothing in his bank, and he's just going to have to blitz on out, but comboed for 63. I think that was a shuriken, stacked with Rex's 3 M1s blowing up after an M2. And in the meantime, Panjam, I was trying to get on a Chip, but 1v1 against a Chip Cyan, it's not going to happen, buddy. I'm sorry. He's going to be able to heal through it, and your teammates are just going to die in the meantime. So maybe I'd like to see, Toxin Bomb or some darts come out in the opposite direction instead of just trying to focus on Chip. I'd like to see it try and help Delayed when he's in that tight of a spot. Any kind of slow, any kind of control will help, because you can't, shift left or shift right to dodge stuff. You can't chase quite as much after Seeker will blitz. So when Chip Cyan or Rex and Jackasm are going in very aggressive, try and come back and collapse on him. I mean, you gotta have the you know, the wherewithal to help your team. And FourCourt might be getting a sip of water.
Nah,
so that's
that was yeah, muted mic there.
Right.
You can take it, guys.
All right, I'll take it, I guess. As it looks like delayed. Uh-oh, he's going to get EX Harpoon. EX Ice Arrow comes out, and it looks like Pandrum's going to break that, and he's going to get hit by that deadly injection. Pandrum going to have to walk out. Nice clarity by Chip Cyan. Not going to let that camo stun get onto him, as Peta does have an ultimate. When will he use it? He's going to use it on Chip Cyan right now. Fire Arrow comes out as well, and Chip Cyan able to just run away with 1 HP. In the meantime, you know, Pandrum does get taken out. Shoutcasting and Rex did hunt him down like a bunch of blood wolves, or I don't know, bloodhounds, I guess what it is. Yeah, Hound of the Baskerville. I think it was a bloodhound. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, they tracked him down. No sneaky ran from him coming out, and that's going to be it. So, yeah, 1 map in terms of SK Gaming. They found the target to go on to. Obviously, get onto that Seeker and control the control. And you can achieve victory through that means. Also, deadly injections from Chip Cyan, you know, definitely showing a more prominent role along with the instant injections as well. Playing a big part, bigger than you might actually realize, because the slow onto Pandrum or the reduced damage onto delayed really affects the outcome of the fight and affects how deep Shoutcasting and Rex will go and how far they will, you know, reach themselves into the cookie jar to get that kill onto Peta, who they are always looking to take out first.
Yeah, sorry about the microphone mishap there, Mr. Kast. Didn't mean to leave you hanging, but oh man, great comeback there from SK Gaming. So 2-0, and they come back to win it 3-2. So they are still up here in the maps, the games, the rounds. They got to be feeling really good. Haem No Idea trying their best to kick them back down, and you know, trying to take a map for themselves. But so far, no luck against the Transcendent team themselves. Likely, I don't know. SK Gaming not going to be changing up their lineup, because we almost never see them change up their lineup. But I'm a little curious if Delayed is going to keep learning and evolving his Seeker play, or maybe it's going to go back to that mobile double melee combination. It is going to be the Seeker again, the Hopeless Romantic, and we're on the Temple of Sheolks, as people say it's called.
Yeah, I like to call it Shalo. I don't know. I think it sounds cool. Shelox, Shulks, and invisible players. There, Observer Bug. They're trying to. Again, there's a couple random things, and this is all being recorded. The devs watch this, and they're probably taking notes right now, being like, oh, scratching my head. What was that one right there? All right, okay, get on that. You know, Phalanx, you're on this bug. You know, figure it out and see what's going on. So they are. I know they're always watching and they're always looking out for us. But here we go. Nice darts and baiting out that Kunju from Shoutcasting. He is going to whirlwind in or fleetfoot in and do the whirling blade. And I'm going to let FourCourt take this one. I apologize, dude.
Yeah, all right, so Pandrum and Delay, they're going to come in, blades swinging. Rex looking very, very countered right now. He does have a lot of temporary HP. We do got a combo going down onto him, but Pandrum losing a good chunk there after trying to chase down Chip Cyan. Peta is being left to the mercy of Shoutcasting. Rex is over there as well, but Rex is going to get a double incapacity both onto Pandrum as well as Delay. The Ice Arrow going down onto Chip just before that goo can come out, and they do combo down Rex as Shoutcasting is just going to be running around here. We got the double goo going down. Peta trying to get back into his goo, but we're not going to have anyone go down because of them. And boom, we do have Delayed go down as well as Chip Cyan, and that's going to leave Shoutcasting to go 2 versus 1. And now we have seen Pandrum pull it out of the bag before. No, the ultimate does not hit. At least I don't think it did. We do got that blind going on. Shoutcasting going to be trying to get over here to Peta. Peta with a lot of defensive cooldowns coming down. He almost goes down, but that's not going to be enough as Shoutcasting does sit down. Now, I don't think that ultimate from Pandrum hit.
No, it didn't. But as we saw, it really didn't matter. Close range, it's actually hard to hit that because people are expecting it, and there's more variance in angle change that you have to compensate for. So, you have to. I mean, it was the end, and he was trying to go maybe for style points, and yeah, you get some mobility out of it. And look at this. Oh my goodness, bad play by Pandrum. He's already down to 50% HP. Peta's already having to use this barrier, and Chip Cyan just got some damage, or got some good energy off of that because he hit a deadly injection as soon as Pandrum came in. Again, another deadly injection. It's gonna pop right by Delayed, and half the damage is gonna be done by both of these characters. And look at that, they are already down to half HP. It does AOE damage upon popping. And so Delayed right now, maybe looking to set something up with the fire arrow right there. He's gonna, double that up, get a lightning arrow as well as an ice arrow. And look at this, Shoutcasting not able to take down Peta because of the goo, as well as, Whirlwind does not break the barrier fully. It does not do the most damage. It does a lot, but it doesn't do the most. As Pandrum looking to maybe get his ultimate. Here it is. He's going to Venom Lunge through 2 people and jump on out of the fight. Wait for it to pop. No, coming right back on in. He wants more kibbles and bits, and Shoutcasting could be the target of choice. Maybe an instant injection coming out soon. No, completely whiffed, and Peta could be under a ton of pressure in the meantime, as it looks like nice control onto Rex. He is going to get fire arrowed. Shoutcasting looking to EX Harpoon Pandrum. Stun combination comes out. Pandrum going to change onto Rex, try and not die. And it looks like, oh no, my goodness. The turnaround is complete. SK Gaming going to be surviving even through the tough. As Shoutcasting did not die. A completely whiffed instant injection by Peta. Instead of using the goo when he was so low. Warranted Shoutcasting to be able to escape, get some healing off. Chip Sign as well. He was able to get out of the fight because, that pressure couldn't be applied. Because Shoutcasting, he's like, you missed instant injection? I know your deadly injection's down, and I can fleet foot your sleep. So I'm just going to put pressure on you. He turned it around at that point, and even when you think you have it in the bag, one mistake, it could be very fatal.
Especially at this high tier of play. I mean, we are here, the grand finals, the Kill the King, SK Gaming, Haem No Idea, typically top 2 finalists on a week-to-week basis. These guys, they know each other very well. They all know the tricks and tips. And yeah, one mistake, and you are going to get punished so very hard. Rex does have his ultimate ready to go. He has full energy. Not too sure if he wants to use it or go for an EX, but Delayed has to get out of there using that illusion because he is dropping so very low right now. Pandrum is going to be trying to jump in here, but both Rex and Chip do have their full energy. Peta as well, but I don't think we've seen one out of Pandrum yet. We do got the goo going down. Peta is stuck in top of it. Does use a defensive goo to go down, but it's not going to really do too much. It definitely doesn't save his life. And we do got that ice arrow going down onto Chip Cyan. And right now, Delayed, he's going to pop as well. Shoutcasting, Rex, and Chip, overall, their hit points very healthy. A lot of damage not going down on top of that. And that's going to be now a 2-1 for SK Gaming here in the second map pool.
Yeah. And, they're doing a better job about not hitting the Kunjus, not hitting the Wujus. But, the Worm team, Haem No Idea, they're not actively dodging as much anymore. They're putting more focus into where their mouse is and, whether to attack, but they're not looking at trying to dodge those harpoons and those other abilities quite as much as they should be, because, right there, Shoutcasting's always getting, those harpoons off once the fight has started. I mean, he misses the one in the beginning, but, when it really counts, he always gets that harpoon off. And, Delayed right there could have illusion, but no, he's going to get down to about 50% HP right now as he's just trying to focus on Rex. Good sleep right there by Peta, and Peta has only felt just one shuriken blade hit his, cheek, as he is still very high on energy. Rex not going to be able to wooge you out, waiting for a Waji, and he's going to use, actually Peta's going to use his ultimate onto Chip Sign, make sure nothing could happen right there. And he is actually going to get punished a little bit in the meantime for not having any kind of escape mechanisms, but that's okay. He is just going to heal on up. Shoutcasting and Rex are extremely low. It's not over yet, though, because, there it is for Rex, at least. EX Dart beats Runic Infusion, win at max range. And a good round for the Worm team. Haem No Idea. Not going to lose it to SK so easily anymore, as a hat trick, actually, for Pandrum. That's pretty exciting. So Haem No Idea needs another map just to make sure that things are close here in the grand finals. 1.8K watching Bloodline Champions. Congratulations, you have broken a stream record, and FourCourt's going to bring you some more intense action and commentary.
I almost feel like I'm watching Independence Day. We will not go quietly into the night, as Haem No Idea is really desperately trying to stay in here with this map pool. So they are going to jump here right into Shoutcasting, who has big control in the mid, picks up that 30 energy. We're likely going to see a big whirlwind coming out of him right soon, as Delay is going to try to keep him at bay with that ice to immolation arrow. Rex is jumping around like a madman. Chip Sign does have his ultimate ready. Down goes the goo on top of Peta. Peta throws down the counter goo on top, and no, it's not going to be enough. He gets popped there by Shoutcasting, but big damage going down onto Chip. It's a big swap right now, but Rex, no, he gets charged right there by Pandrum and Delayed, and now it's going to be a 2 versus 1. Shoutcasting, a very good Spear Master. He has to go 2 versus 1 here up against this ranged Seeker as well as Pandrum, and GG called out by their Rex. We do have the Spear Master just jump right in front of Pandrum, who just says, hey, I have a poison dart for your face, and that's going to be 1 map now for Haem No Idea.
Oh, yeah, buddy. Let's get this heat back up. Kindle the fire. Fire, more flame, more action. And more action is what we're going to be seeing as we are going to make it 1-1 in the maps. You have to win 3 maps in the grand finals in order to take a set. Now, if you are tuning in a little bit later, I noticed we had a big spike in our numbers. Haem No Idea came from the winner's bracket. They, by default, had 1 set victory. SK Gaming took the maps 3-0 last set, and now it is 1-1 in the set. So first one to reach 3 maps will be winning the Kill the King tournament. If Haem No Idea wins, they steal half the money that SK Gaming has been saving up over these 7 weeks that they have won. So it is very important that, both of these guys fight at their hardest, because there's a couple $100 on the line that they can win, because the bank has been, filling up, getting a little bit greedy on SK. They're like, yeah, no problem. We'll take it week after week. And they've been saving up money. They have a couple hundred stashed. But if they don't cash out, and if they lose, they could lose it to somebody else. And that's going to be, how this might roll. We'll have to see how the future holds the cards of fate for these 2 teams, as they're going to be dueling it out yet again. Delayed gonna keep on that Seeker, just keeping up with that control. And we are going to see what's going to happen on this Dubaku, the Fallen Fortress. I believe SK Gaming did take a very decisive victory on this one last set. We're going to have to see how... Wow, I'm going to have to stop saying we have to see. We're going to check out how these 2 teams are going to change their style up this time. Peta going to be trying to deal with Jackasm over here. Good clarity to just make sure Jackasm didn't come on back. But in the meantime, Delayed getting comboed so hard by Chip Cyan with that, deadly injection, as well as Rex, always able to, get the Wuju's off when needed against this ranged class. And Peta, in the meantime, now that he had to heal Delayed so much, he didn't have any time to really heal himself, as Delayed is going to try and get onto Jackasm. Nice fleet foot on out, though, as it looks like Pandrum is going to take him out from the side. Good frog leaps right there. Delayed at the verge of death, still able to just survive. Pandrum looking so strong at this point, and just taking out targets left and right, doing the damage, playing such a sneaky Randed, and he's not letting anybody hold up. Good healing by Peta in the meantime. Delayed gonna try and keep things locked up, and he does have an instant trance, so in case any kind of attacks come out onto him, he will be ready for it as a double Venom Lunge comes out. Pandrum doing a good job, and pop goes the Weasel, pop goes the Alchemist, and her piss will be on the floor, as Pandrum is going to stand victorious with 12.8 TPS, 757 damage, nobody even getting close. Rex was 200 damage behind. 200 damage is over 1 whole life bar in this game, so he is, playing God mode at this point. He's got the Korean style going on.
I've been informed by multiple people that we're now breaking that 2K mark. So, hey, guys, we're in the grand finals here. Kill the King. And right now, Haem No Idea up 1-0 in the rounds. And, this is going to be it, guys. Whoever can do this stuff is going to force that next map. But it's all about mentality at this point. We've been playing for an incredibly long amount of time. And look at Rex. And maybe it's a little bit affecting him because he's just dropping so very quickly to Pandrum. Pandrum also dropping hit points a little bit. He's going to come back here to Peta. We do have Rex jumping around in there with Wujus and Wojays. Out goes the goo, but it doesn't hit anyone, as everyone's just staying clear of that. And Peta looking very good because he does have that goo ready to go, waiting for the perfect opportunity. Has to get back down here to Delayed. Panda jumping over here, trying to keep everyone inside of the goo. Delayed trying to keep Rex off to the side. Peta as well. He's just trying to stay alive. Jackass him. No, he's going to conjure right over there. Take out Delayed. Panda going to try a little bit of a revenge maneuver, but it's not going to work. Visketa gets taken down by Rex. Chip Cyan, big MVP of that round, not going down as well. 600 healing, taking the cake right there. But Jackass him laying down the hurt at 579. Big numbers for these guys, and that's going to force us to 1-1 here of this map.
Yeah, 1-1. These 2 teams, oh, buddy, I've not seen as much like hype action. You got prizes on the line, but then also you got 2 great teams, playing some diverse bloodlines. We've seen in Soviet Russia for a long time, but it's always good to see, what they do against all these new combos that come up to face them, as it looks like the switch of target is going to be onto Peta, and it Delayed is going to try and blitz on through to Chip Cyan. Deadly injection goes out. Nice ice arrow to fire arrow. Peta going to be in a bunch of trouble up there, and he cannot get away from the pressure. That is the Rex Jackassm combo, so the RJ sweep is going to be bringing another one in favor of SK Gaming, as you know, they still are not down and out for the count quite yet. Oh no, Delayed's down. So yep, that's about it. Chip Cyan doing a very good job, you know, keeping up with the sleeps and, you know, getting the deadly injections onto Delayed, who couldn't just combo as much onto him. Peta, so much harder to try and get away from Jackasm and Rex unless he plays it to the T. Any kind of slow, Jackasm's going to be all over him. He's got the spell lock from Rex, who will just, you know, stop any kind of healing or any kind of core ability from coming out. So he's just like a lamb sitting in the field of wolves.
And that's not exactly a position anybody wants to be in at all. We do have these guys clashing now in the middle. Delayed going to come over here, incapacitate Chip to an immolation arrow, but now he's kind of out of his bag of tricks. He's going to take some big damage here from Jackasm, who's going to fleet foot around. Pandrum's trying to take on Rex as well, but no, we're going to jump right back over here to Chip. Again, Rex going very defensive, trying to keep Delayed off of him. The multi-arrow coming out, but no, the Runic Infusion coming out with a little bit of help with Jackasm. We do get an illusion off a little bit, but 2 ultimates now down. We also have that goo going down onto Pandrum.
Yeah, I'm in the middle.
And that is just ridiculous because that goo taking him down, making it a 2 versus 3. Delayed not being very healthy at all. We do have the defensive goo coming out from Peta, but it's not going to be enough to take out Jackasm because we have nothing to follow it up on. Rex is able to make short work of Delayed, and that's going to be this map in favor of SK Gaming.
It is 3-1, and right there we just saw SK Gaming, you know, pulling out all their tricks yet again. 3-1. Always making things interesting some rounds and then just blowing away the competition some others. Although I wouldn't call this a major sweep because they did have to fight for it, and, you know, they were sometimes, you know, down a man or two. But right now it's really good to see all of this, you know, kind of hype going up. SK Gaming could be taking their 8th week in a row with one more map. It is going to be on the Well of Aranshan possibly. And, you know, right here, we did see Pandrum, Peta, and Delayed win on this map with their Seeker, Branded, and Alchemist combo. So this could be good. This could bring it to a 2-2 like it was, or, you know, in last set. If they repeat that same performance, it could happen. SK Gaming did win on Dubaku the Fallen Fortress last time. And if we do repeat like history usually does, could be seeing the ultimate grand final of the grand finals, a 5th map in the 2nd set. But that is not yet to be, as this is only the 4th one, and we'll have to see what's going to happen here. And I really need to change up my language. I always want to like see things. My eyes are just too enveloped into the game. So, anywho, all right, let's get this one underway. FourCourt. We have the honors of viewing a blank spectator or a blank team over there on the side. Observer bugs. Can't do anything about it. The gameplay is still in tune, and all the delays on it are in sync. So don't worry about that. It's just a kind of a graphical glitch, and the developers are working on it. And here we go. We're going to be getting this one underway. FourCourtJester is going to bring you the action 4th map of the Kill the King Round 12 Grand Finals.
And what a map it is going to be. Off the bat, we do got Pandrum going very offensive right in there into Rax. Chip is staying in the background. Jackasm is looking around for Peta, but now it's going to be transitioning a little bit more to the mid. We are going to try to use these pillars to maximum efficiency for line of sight. We do got Rex trying to keep Peta company over there in the corner, but we also don't have any kind of hero switch-ups, as Pandrum is able to take down Chip right there. So Jackasm and Rex a little bit too offensive. Rex was in the area, did not really seem to get off any kind of defensive maneuver, and now he's getting comboed down very easily here by Pandrum and Delayed. Peta is trying his best to stay alive over to Jackasm, throws out the goo as a big countermeasure. Jackasm trying to get that ultimate off, but it's not going to be enough. He's going to die at full energy, and Peta, I mean, doing a great job keeping off the blades of Jackasm there as they take this first map 1-0.
Oh yeah, buddy. I'm telling you, if this repeats like the past, we will probably go on to a 5th map. But that is, you know, it's just only one round. SK Gaming, sometimes they let one up and then they actually take it on from there. So it looks like Pandrum, going to be comboed on right here. He's going to wisely frog leap on back out as Delayed is going to cover for him with a nice ice arrow. Here we go. Jack has him in on the fight with a barrier. That's when he's most deadly, and he's going to look and maybe throw a shuriken pretty soon. Rex going to pop for some damage. Yes, there it is. Deadly injection does pop. Jack has him going to trigger that illusion, and barrier did break onto Rex, and nice ice arrow. Chip Cyan could be very vulnerable. Nice double fire arrow right there. Rex going to use his runic infusion right there, but it's not going to be doing a whole lot. Chip Cyan stuck in some goo. Can he get out? Peta going to be in a desperate spot, as it looks like Shoutcasting is going to finish him off with his ultimate, and it looks like everybody on the Cold team is going to just be fine and dandy, except for Shoutcasting off in the corner. But Chip Cyan not really getting too low until just recently, and Shoutcasting and Rex are going to be just okay, as this Alchemist doing a very nice job. Chip Cyan, best Alchemist out there in the world for this SK Gaming team, able to hold his own and somehow survive through everything that people put him through.
Is the stream still going healthy there, Mr. Kast?
Should be.
A few people saying that it's down, but that's all right. We're going to go on for the next round here. It's 1-1 apiece. Haem No Idea and SK Gaming. And again, Pandrum going to go right off the bat onto Chip Cyan. We are going to get a combo there onto Rex. Rex is going to come back here into the action. Peta is going to be trying to use these line of sight pillars as best he can, trying to keep Shoutcasting at bay. Pandrum trying to take down a lot of damage onto Chip, but we do have Delayed. Has to be very careful at this point because Shoutcasting is right there trying to keep him under control. The Runic Confusion from Rex coming out. I do think 3 or 4 of those did hit, but we have Pandrum again trying to take out Chip. He is very low. He does have that temporary hit points going on, but Pandrum also has to retreat because he's not looking very good. Peta again as well. It'd be just big damage going down on top of Haem No Idea. We do have Delayed dying to that goo. Had no way to get out of that. Pandrum is not looking super hot either, but we do have Shoutcasting running over to Chip Cyan, who has all that temporary hit points going out. Pandrum might be able to combo something here, but no, he's going to jump away using I do believe that was his ultimate, but I could be wrong. Shoutcasting trying to conjure. We do got the goo coming out from Peta, trying to take down Chip. We are going to get the combo onto Chip, but in turn, we did have Pandrum go down, and that is going to be it for that round with Rex and Shoutcasting. You know, the dynamic duo just taking that one for their team.
Yeah. Pandrum still just doing so much. Delayed. I don't know. It's very hard because he's getting focused. And if you use Illusion incorrectly, because it goes to where your mouse cursor is, if you use it as like an instinctive, like, oh, I'm in trouble kind of ability, then you're going to like actually space more into the fight rather than back out. So you always have to watch out for that. Rex, nice Wuju in. That's going to give him a little bit of pressure. Delayed going to be at 70% HP. He's going to have Shoutcasting and Rex onto him. Uh-oh, Shoutcasting going to do Whirling Blade, but can't follow up with the Shuriken afterwards. And he could actually be going down himself as he's at 40%. Delayed, though, going to use Illusion. Not going to hit anything with that. Rex on the prowl, as he is going to get EX Ice Arrowed. And that's going to give him a little bit of time to run around. Delayed could be in a lot of trouble. No pressure onto him at this moment, as he is going to Illusion just away. And uh-oh, Pandrum now the focused target, as it looks like Peta does have a goo. Can he actually get it off in time? He's looking to maybe get it onto Chip Cyan, getting the energy, gonna ninja that, but no, he's not gonna be able to get it off on any significant targets. SK Gaming gonna be winning the Kill the King tournament yet again, 8 weeks in a row, winning it on a map that, you know, this Haem No Idea team did win it in the last set. So congratulations, SK Gaming, again, winning the maximum prize pool we have for Kill the King, winning 3 maps in the second set, and gonna be taking a very nice victory, well deserved, and that is gonna be the conclusion of this tournament. So I gotta thank everybody for tuning in. We had such an influx of people at 1 minute. You know, we had over 2,000. I think they were looking for day 9 daily, so that, you know, always a good amount of people just at least getting exposed to this game. And, you know, 1.3K strong, even in the finals. Like to see the exposure. Great support by the community watching these kind of tournaments that we host here at blgaming.com. Also, you can join us, you know, sometimes I do stream the in-game tournaments. But, you know, whatever. I'll get to those announcements later. I got to get